a 7,500-acre compound. Rumors of underground bunkers and baby ranching have swirled for years. While some remain speculative, the files confirm it was a place where victims were taken to be isolated from the world. The crown jewel of the nightmare. Known to locals as Pedophile Island. With its own private security and a mysterious blue and white temple, this was the one place where Epstein felt completely untouchable. How did one man manage to traffic dozens, potentially hundreds, of girls for decades without being caught? He used a system of pyramid trafficking. Jeffrey Epstein didn't just operate a criminal enterprise, he built a sophisticated infrastructure of evasion, utilizing a network of secret storage lockers across the United States to stay one step ahead of the law. As the Epstein files continue to peel back the layers of his influence, a chilling picture emerges of a man who managed to hide a massive cache of sex slave manuals, videotapes, and photographs of naked women, evidence specifically designed to be kept out of the hands of investigators. Financial records and emails now suggest that the disgraced financier paid private detectives to scrub his properties of incriminating evidence just moments before police raids, stashing the material in at least 6 different rented lockups over more than a decade. One of these units, located in Palm Beach, Florida, reportedly contained a chilling cache of nude photographs believed to be of his victims. The inventory of his hidden hoard was a catalog of atrocities, DVDs sexualizing teenagers, computer hard drives, and lists of masseuses that served as a roster for his trafficking ring. Jeffrey Epstein is dead, and Ghislaine Maxwell is behind bars. But the files show a network that is still very much alive. Thousands of images, hundreds of flight logs, and the names of presidents, princes, and tech giants are now in the public eye. The question isn't just, who was on the plane? The question is, why did the system protect a monster for 30 years? As the world continues to dig through these millions of pages, one thing is certain, the era of secrets is over. But for the survivors, the battle for a normal life is just beginning. We owe it to them to keep looking at the facts, no matter how uncomfortable they are. They said the truth would never come out. For decades, Jeffrey Epstein operated in the shadows, shielded by a billion-dollar fortress of silence, private islands, and the most powerful names on the planet. But the seal has finally been broken. The Epstein files aren't just names on a list, they are a roadmap of an international trafficking machine. Today, we are stripping away the mystery. From the Lolita Express to the hidden rooms of Little St. James, we're looking at the properties, the process, and the horrific atrocities that the world's elite hoped you'd never see. This is the dark reality of the Epstein empire. To understand the scale of the crimes, you have to look at where they happened. Epstein didn't just own homes, he owned operation centers designed for total control. The Manhattan townhouse, at 9 East 71st Street, sat the largest private residence in New York. 21,000 square feet of surveillance. This wasn't a home, it was a trap. Victims describe a massage room on the upper floors where the grooming turned into assault. The Florida mansion at 358 El Brillo Way. This is where it all began to crumble in 2005. Police discovered a literal production line of local high school girls being cycled through the house under the guise of massages for $200 to $300 a session. Beyond the digital evidence, Epstein used these lockers to conceal physical reminders of his crimes, including women's lingerie, sex toys, and over $2,000 in cash, alongside items that spoke to his high-level connections, such as a Harvard Idaho card and a concealed weapons permit. The scale of his operations spanned a massive real estate portfolio, each property serving a specific dark purpose in his trafficking network. From the massage rooms in his 21,000-square-foot Manhattan townhouse to the isolated Zorro Ranch in New Mexico and his private island, Little St. James, Epstein created safe zones, where he and his associates could commit rapes and sexual assaults with total impunity. Witnesses and victims describe a conveyor belt of abuse where girls, some as young as 14, were trafficked through these estates. The Lolita Express, his private Boeing 727, acted as the bridge between these properties, transporting victims and powerful guests across international borders. Perhaps the most disturbing revelation is the possibility that the most damning evidence still exists. While the FBI recovered copies of some hard drives, search warrants suggest that several of these storage lockers were never actually raided by U.S. authorities. Emails between Epstein's staff even discussed moving computers and CDs from his private island into hidden lockups as late as 2019. This suggests a vast, untapped archive of evidence, potentially involving high-profile figures like Prince Andrew or Peter Mandelson, that may still be sitting in forgotten units or held by Epstein's estate.